I decided to take a second outside the music and just talk about the game when you actually take a second to look at it from a bird's eye view, you know? The first thing I really want to talk about is the race. But I talked to a few people about the race and they don't really get it. The biggest thing is a lot of people don't understand with the race in this game of music or in anything that you do, you know, you're not the only person that can make it in that race. And honestly, you're not really competing with all the people make it seem like you're competing with. And first and foremost, how many times have you seen somebody with all the talent in the world screw it off because they're focused on all these other things that have nothing to do with what? Their race. So I always use the analogy that if you start a race, it's 100 people and the finish line is, you know, being a known artist in this music industry. You're not really gonna race against all 100 people because some of those people are gonna quit the race. It's like when you run a marathon in real life. You know, a lot of people don't really train for the race. They're not really ready for the challenge of doing it. So, you know, half the people are gonna quit because they're not even built for the race that they're trying to be in. And anytime you look at a race, you see after about the first mile or two, you start breaking up into packs. The people who didn't train, it's people who are pretty good, and then you have the people in the front that are really, you know, kind of jockeying for position. And just like with a marathon, only one person can cross the finish line for the first time, but there's a bunch of people that can finish with a good time in that marathon. Right now, there's multiple people that we like in the rap game, multiple R&B singers, male and female, producers, songwriters. So you get down to the nitty-gritty of people who quit the race, and then you got the people who make the excuses in the race. You know, there are people who say, man, I could have ran the race, but you know, I didn't really have the right shoes that day. At the end of the day, out of those 25, maybe 10 or 15 are really going to make a mark. And it's enough room on the top of that mountain for 10 to 15 people to be in this game. I mean, if you really look at it, there's new musicians and new artists and, you know, new songs you hear all the time that you give love and appreciation to. So you don't have to shoot the next man down to feel like you could be the only rapper in the rap game or the only singer, anything like that. And I know because the people running the race with me, they let me know that I need to either, you know, speed up or train better for next time or do whatever. So competition is healthy. Let's keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Hit the Lights, Cash Campaign. Get at me.